Good day! The Business Mirror offers you stories, conversations, and insights with this session we're calling Freshly Brewed. Like great coffee to savor, Freshly Brewed tells compelling stories through the interaction between the most interesting people and Business Mirror's roster of journalist hosts, discussing the hot issues of the day or topics still unfolding or brewing. And these compelling stories are shared with you via Business Mirror's multimedia platforms. Today, we're excited to bring you our first Freshly Brewed session for the new year. Share with us the exhilaration of listening to the adventures and misadventures, but great teaching moments nevertheless, of a millennial OFW. She's the first Filipina to travel with a Philippine passport to all 195 countries recognized by the United Nations and 2 observer states. Today's host is none other than veteran diplomatic reporter and multimedia content creator Malou Talosig Bartolome. Let's listen in as she chats with Kach Medina Umandap.
I'm Malou Talosig, one of the Business Mirror podcast hosts. Together with me is Katrina Kach Umandap. May Medina pang middle name, Umandap. So how do we call you?
Kach.
Kach. Okay. Nako, una kong nabasa, Kach. Yun pala. It's Kach.
Kach.
Okay. K-A-C-H.
C-H.
Welcome to the show,
Thank you po.
Kach.
Thank you, Miss Malou. Like, yung feature mo sa akin sa Business Mirror na newspaper and then here naman. Thank you po.
Yeah, oo. Salamat sa pag-unlock sa aming imbitasyon. Nako, excited kami. Napakagandang bata. Ilang taong ka na, Kach?
36 years old.
Okay, so mga hindi pa nakabasa ng story namin sa Business Mirror, Kach here is a millennial entrepreneur slash OFW slash nomad, digital nomad.
Digital nomad.
Who was able to travel the entire 195 countries recognized by the United Nations lang naman. Check? Na-check niya ang kanyang bucket list, di ba? Plus, ano pa, 2 observer states.
193 UN countries and then 2 observer states.
193 UN
Yes.
plus 2 observer states.
Yes, and then may 7 continents. Actually, kapag kinount natin...
7 continents,
Yes.
including
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Yes,
Wow! So, when you say Antarctica, anong country na sa Antarctica?
Hindi, continent siya.
Continent.
Actually, marami pa. Like, like there are destinations that are not countries. They are territories.
Oo, yeah.
Diba, Puerto Rico, diba,
Yeah.
sarili siyang bansa, pero USA. So, hindi
Yes.
ko na siya counted. But like, kinakount din yung yun. Pero mas marami pa yung i-count, wag na.
So, hindi pa na-count yung Antarctica.
Hindi siya kasali doon.
Hindi siya
sa UN,
kasali.
yeah. Pero continent siya.
Pero nakapunta ka rin doon?
Yes po.
So, lahat ng sulok ng mundo, literally, you've been there?
Lahat po ng bansa na na-recognize as bansa, napuntahan ko po.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
How long did it take you to get to that point?
It took me 12 years.
12 years?
Yes.
Wow. So, 12 years, lipat ka lang ng lipat from one country to another, ganun ba yun?
Yes po, digital nomad. Pero like, kasi ng mga visa-free countries pa, madali pa, di ba? But then when it comes na I have to apply for visa, I ended up like having to stay in one place para like I can apply for a visa. So like usually it takes me 2 months to apply for maybe 3 or 4 countries. Kasi we only have 1 passport.
Yes.
And the rule with the Philippine passport, you cannot have 2. So like other citizenship you can, but sa atin, sana, di ba, isa lang yung hawak natin. Pag binigay mo sa embassy, wala kang hawak.
Oo.
So nag-aantay ako hanggang matapos. Then pag nakuha, so
Apply
that's
ka
why it
ulit.
took 12 years. And I have to take,
And remember, Philippine passport holder. Wala
I have
siyang
it, yes.
US passport, wala siyang ibang European passport. Other Filipinos have na pwedeng, yun na lang gamitin niya, hindi nila kailangan ng visa, right?
Yes.
Ikaw kailangan mo visa to almost
Like
Three-fourths of the countries. tama ba? Three-fourths
65 are the visa free, then
65.
parang 130 yung kailangan pa ng visa.
130.
Yeah.
Wow!
Kaya
Oh my
matagal
God.
kasi nag-aantay and then nag-iipon pang show money.
Sige, I'm sure marami na nagtanong sa'yo at natanong na rin namin yan. Last na trip mo was Sudan. Sudan, nagkaroon ng gera, but nandun ka. So buti na lamang if you're safe.
Yes po. Actually, simula po yung gera was like April 2023. And then sabi ko, oh my gosh, di ko na ata matatapos to. Sabi ko, okay na lang. At least nagawa ko na halos lahat. And then, when I've learned na, kasi binawalan nila pumasok kahit yung citizen nila to enter. But when they moved the entire country's government to Port Sudan rather than Khartoum, and then, like, few months ago, Ethiopian Airlines, nagsimula sila mag-flight ng not even humanitarian, normal people's flight. It was like, wow, it's gonna open. It's gonna open. And then, simula October.
So nagmo-monitor ka nun?
Of course.
Every time?
It's a dream. It's a dream. Parang, you know, like...
So last na lang talaga siya?
Yes po. I was done. I visited 194 countries by May.
May of 2024?
Yes po.
Wow!
Tapos nag-aantay na lang ako. Para sa ko, I wanna do the next chapter. Pero sabi ng family ko, okay na yan. Tapos ka na. Isa na lang. Pero do you know, like, I need a closure. Like, I need to do this. And then when I found out that they granted me a tourist visa, I am the third person as a tourist who entered their country.
Wow!
Yeah, like they
As in tourist, wala
tourist.
kang ginawa doon
Walang
for work,
walang
kang
work,
ginawa
walang
for
humanitarian,
business.
walang NGO, tourist. But I was only there for 24 hours, which is allowed for the like the accreditation that I needed. You know, like my rules, like if you want to claim that you travel to every country, there's like a body who checks kung talagang pumasok ka, hindi ka lang nakastay sa airport, lumabas ka ba ng airport, may stamp ka ba, may ginawa ka ba, you know, like. So,
yes, ito yung sinasabi natin na hindi naman pwedeng claim ka lang ng claim. Everybody can claim that I went to Paris, I went to London. Okay, pakita mo na stamp sa passport mo pero hindi ka nakababa, di ba? Pero siya, she needed something like that. Ano yung accreditation body which need to approve or to verify?
Verification. Actually,
that you
I'm
have
a member
traveled.
of like organizations in Philippines. There's like Travelers Club, like Filipino World Travelers, you know?
Oh, okay.
And sa Philippines, I am the third Filipina to have accomplished it, following the path of 2 Filipino Americans. But I am the first Filipino with the Philippine passport. So
Philippine passport only?
Yes, po.
Okay.
And so organization na yan, there's like Nomad Mania, TCC, Most Traveled People. If you hear like mga different news like, oh, this American has visited this, that, di ba may Guinness na nagbe-verify. Then meron din pong Nomad Mania na nagbe-verify.
Nomad Mania.
Yeah, like it's a Guinness, like Guinness kind of like ng mga world travelers. And there's only 500 people in the world out of billions who are verified with the claim na talagang napuntuhan. Yeah. And 3 of that are like Filipinos.
Only 3 Filipinos.
Yes.
Tapos dalawa doon,
Filipino-Americans.
pa. Okay,
Yes.
so you're the only full-blooded Filipino.
Yes, they're full-blooded too, but they just have another citizenship.
Ah,
They're
okay.
titas they're like 79, 77 years old.
Oh.
Like if they did it, like anyone can do, but like it takes guts, you know, like it's different story.
Different story, yeah. So sa kanila, ang problem naman nila is their age
Their
and their
age.
capacity to travel.
Yeah.
Ikaw naman, you have the energy, you have the youthfulness.
I don't have that money like them. I have to figure out how I can like you know, like I was telling people like there's only 3 people ask me like how can we do that? What do we need? You only need 3 things really in life, in traveling and everything. You need time, you need money, and you need to have good health.
Yes.
So like since I was young, I'm young naman, I started traveling when I was 20, then 24, nag-full-time ako. Like I have the time and I had the good health because I was young. But I was getting stressed, how can I make money? Like how can I, you know, like the hustle was real. And with titas naman, they have the money, they waited to travel until they get older. But it was harder. Imagine, 79 years old, you're moving around, di ba?
Yeah, it's so hard. It's so
Yeah.
hard.
So I could
I
take the best
remember
time.
when I was at your age, nung first time na nag-travel ka, I also traveled to Europe because reporter ako.
Oh, wow.
So, meron mga binibigay sa aming mga perks, no, mga travels. So, nung nakasakay ako sa train, ang sabi nung matanda sa harap ko, how old are you? I'm 20. Sabi ko, wow, start young. Start the travels. Eh, di ba Europe at that time, it's so hard to get visa.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
so yung visa for, kasi journalist, binigyan ako.
Mas madali
Pero sobrang lahat pa rin ng mga border control, sobrang nilang bias and discrimination against Filipinos. Anyway, so moving forward, sabi ko, sige, dahil dyan, magta-travel ako. Pero hindi ko kaya yung effort na yan, 195 countries, at wala akong ganyang budget. So where did you get the budget pala?
Okay, I'll tell everyone like, you know, my first job, I don't know with the paper interview, my first job, I work at the Philippine Embassy. Like, I work at the Philippine Overseas Labor Office.
Okay.
OJT.
Wow, kaway-kaway sa mga taga-Philippine Embassy sa Kuwait.
Yes, ayun po, ayun ka, 20 years old.
Sino ambassador nun?
Sino nga ba? Kay Attorney Josefo Jimenez. Siya ang first mentor ko.
Jill Jimenez.
Yeah, siya ang first mentor.
From UP.
And,
UP
yes,
is the UP region right now.
And I graduated from UP Economics.
Ah.
And then, during the time, sabi ko talaga, gusto ko maging diplomat and maganda yung magiging, ang mentor ko, di ba? Tapos si Attorney Gigil Noy, sabi niya, you know, where's the power? The power is always in the writing. You need to write. Like,
yes, very good writer.
And you know what was my first job? My first job was documenting the plight of the runaway domestic helpers. So, 20 years old, medyo nakaka-depress
Stress.
naman, diba?
Stress yun.
And then, I ended up working. Sabi ko, sir, ayoko na po mag-diplomat, magkagagawa na lang po akong pera. And then maybe pag uwi ko Philippines, I'll think about if maglo-law school ako or I'll gonna do masters. And then after a few months, I worked for a private sector. And then I worked for an oil company. And then I quit my job with $10,000. So I had like 500,000 pesos savings nung 24 ako. So now, that's why I had to tell you the backstory. Kasi para paano ako nagkaroon ng capital to travel. And I was like, okay.
So kailangan mo talaga magtrabaho sa isang
private
corporate.
muna, you have to. Like, how can I get the money?
Oh,
Like,
yes,
You know, like, you're familiar with my family and kahit na they can, like, you know, kami, like, you have to be strong, independent. And then at 24, when we quit my job, I had savings, but I know that I will not have the chance and opportunity to start working kasi I'm gonna be traveling. If I work, I'll go back to the Middle East. But you know what I did? I've learned how to save money more by volunteering. Like, I volunteered in like some hostels, backpackers hostel. Sa atin tawag doon mga transient house, lodge. So, nagvo-volunteer ako kasi bawal ko mag-work kasi tourist visa ka, di ba? So, I was like volunteering for 2 hours receptionist. O, di ba? Taga-type. Pero libre yung hotel ko, like hostel bed ko for the night. And then, nung nasa India
Wow,
ako,
talk about being, ano tawag mo doon? Resourceful.
Resourceful. Hindi,
and
talagang,
grit.
Yeah, grit talaga.
Oo, grit yan.
Yeah,
Oo.
and then I was traveling in India and Peru. I was volunteering as well. Like, sa restaurant naman, never been working in a restaurant. Nagwe-waitress lang ako ng 2 hours during peak time. Tapos pagkatapos ko mag-work, pakakainin ako. Tapos may takeout ako, may breakfast ako the next day. So, I was learning. Then, nag-couch surfing ako. I talk to people that I know, tutulog ka sa couch. I've learned how to save. So, that saving money saved me for a while. Until I've learned that English teacher was an in-demand. Like, and then you can learn online. So that's when I've started to learn digital skills. So I decided to teach English sa Vietnam. That's doon ako nagkaroon ng business visa, nag-work visa na ako sa Vietnam. So I worked for like 6 months before I continued traveling in South America. Then people started to ask, how were you able to keep going? So I taught them, paano ko mag-volunteer sa hostel, paano ko mag-volunteer sa restaurant.
Ang galing!
And then I started Two Monkeys Travel Group, yung travel blog ko, which helped me get sponsorship. Mga content creator, mga blogger, di ba? Like, you get sponsor na. If before, nanghihingi ako ng libreng hotel or nagre-reserve ako, ngayon, free na yung hotel ko in exchange for selfies, videos, ngayon, reels na. And then, eventually, dahil mas marami na, hindi na ako nagtuturo pang volunteering. Ang hassle ko na, I got older. Parang, how can you get visa to go here? Like, so I started teaching people how to get a Schengen visa. Pero nung kailangan ko na ng mga show money sa mga bansang kukuhanan ko, I charge my friends muna. Sabi ko, sige, ako nang bahala sa visa mo, pay me 3,000. Hindi na, bit 3,000 para ano na. Then I started.
So that's called facilitation.
Yeah, coordinate.
Or
Yeah, pero I
consultancy
don't
fee.
apply for their visa. I help them. I write their letter. What is the trick? How you can get the visa
Yeah,
approval?
yes.
And then I started my companies. I have FilipinoPassport.com. Like anywhere you want to go, I can get you visa. Like
Filipinopassport.com. Ayan, tingnan nyo yan. Oo.
And then, I have a travel company na, travelwithkach.com. But I don't...
Travel with Kach.
Yeah, pero hindi...
Grabe, entrepreneur. Oo.
Yeah, kailangan mabuhay.
Oo, hindi lang travel and travel.
Yes. Kailangan ng show money eh. Like, I have to do. So, then, mga ganun. Then, mga sponsorship and anything. And then now, like, I'm back in the Philippines. Maybe pa-show ko na YouTube, di ba? I don't know. Let's see po.
Yeah.
So, ayan, kunento ko lahat. Kasi kala ng iba, like, how did you get the money? Like, the money, like, really...
Yeah, and it's not from your parents.
No.
Kasi maraming mga millennials din, syempre, they rely
I'm 36, like, it's such a big shame to be. And I never asked them, like, really, like, maybe 2 times, my parents gave me money to stay in a hotel kasi yung mga selfie ko, naka-hostel, tapos tutulog sa tabi ng kalsada, parang, huwag ka namang gusgusin.
Uy, na-experience ko rin yan mag-hostel. $1 hostel.
Yeah, I still do that.
Oo, talaga?
I still do it.
Oh.
And recently, I brought
Meron
my
pa rin
mom.
bang $1 hostel?
Ngayon, yeah, pero
But
nakalagay
you have to be a member of the...
Pinapanood ka na sa video.
Pero merong parang you have to be a member of some hostel association.
Membership.
Oo.
I think so.
Before, pero tagal na.
But now, until now, may mga $7 hostel. And recently, like my last trip, I brought my mom and my 83-year-old grandma to Singapore. Like, pwede naman kayo mag-hotel, but like, I brought them to a hostel, like talagang nakapod. Sabi ko, this is how I did it. Pero now, mas social, may aircon. I wanna see my grandma naman, like, you know.
Oo. So minsan may mga na-experience ka rin na nandun ka lang sa pod.
Yeah.
Oo. Hindi lang hostel, pod talaga.
Pod talaga. Tapos maraming beses sa sofa ako natutulog. Ang dami, like, this is the best thing about having Filipinos everywhere. Like, I'll meet a Filipino in Dubai, they know someone here. It's like, oh, who do you know? Pwede ba akong paano yan? Tapos, you know, I'll wash their dishes, I'll cook, and then sabihin nila, like, you know, like, now they're all laughing, they're sending me message, natapos mo din, tapos may photo pa ako, natutulog sa couch nila, di ba? Like,
Talaga?
Yeah.
So, you've created a network all over the world.
yes, and that's the thing, like, my biggest investment. Like, not just network, I formed deep relationships with many people who really, like, so many people help me. It's not just me. Like, I have a team who helped me with the visa application, like, online. But now, lahat ng mga taong nag-host sa akin, sabi ko, if I finish my goal, I'll be back in the Philippines for good. I'll have a little house. And everyone who hosted me, I'll host them here. Pakainin ko sila ng isda araw-araw sa Palawan, diba?
So, you're now based in Palawan?
Yes po.
Oo. Bakit Palawan?
Kasi I'm Tagalog, and then, like, like, I don't know, like, it's the last frontier. Like, ang dami ko nang napuntahan. But in the Philippines, I've been to 27 provinces, not yet all, diba? And it's close to, like, I have relatives there, and then katabi ng dagat, and then my dog is there, my dog likes it there, she's not gonna go anywhere, you know.
So, yung parents mo are also based in Palawan?
Yeah, my papa is based in Laguna. My father is Dr. Kach Umandap, a co-OFW chairman.
Yes.
And he's
That's why I know.
You know me. Yes.
Kasi,
Actually, hindi nila alam na anak niya ako eh, di ba?
Oo. Kasi nagko-umandap. Sabi ko, message ko nga, sir, do you happen to know her? Sabi niya, she's my daughter. Congratulations! Ayun.
Wala maniwala eh.
So, sa taga Laguna si Papa?
Yes po. Laguna talaga ako. Lumaki, doon ako nag-aral. And then, I still go home there. I was in San Pablo City. Then, we live in Santa Rosa. But it's just me, like, you know, I haven't been back in the Philippines since I was 20, 16 years na. Like, I come back 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Pero not like I tell you, like, I live here for good. Like, I am back.
Ito talaga, for good ka
For good na ako. Kasi ngayon, ang goal na is like, I wanna settle because all of the people who helped me, like especially all of the foreigners, sabi ko naman, come visit me, I show you now my country.
Wow!
That's why I
You're
wanted
now the ambassadress.
Of my house.
Oo. So, let's go back to your journey. May mga times ba na meron kang mga unpleasant? Of course, there are a lot of pleasant.
So many unpleasant.
Oo.
I had a big car accident in Pakistan in 2019. Meron akong meron pa akong tahi. Like tahisan. like may likod. I couldn't walk for 3 months.
For 3 months?
Yeah, like it was a bad car accident.
Why were you you're in a car?
Yeah, I was in the car. 7 a.m. it happened. We were like coming from the border of China and Pakistan. Alam mo, may program sila sa morning para sumasayaw-sayaw sila doon. So, like, you have to go. But the driving skills there are not so good. And it's the famous Karakoram Highway. Like, ang dami pong namamatay talaga araw-araw. Like, they say, like, there's magnet. You cannot really, like, you don't know.
Yeah.
And I just thank God, I survived. And you know what only happened to me? Like, ito lang like, yung pa ako lang. Parang sinabi lang ni God no, na magpahinga ka muna. Okay? Chill ka muna. And then, one also, like, I was traveling before with my ex-husband. Like, I got divorced, like, 2021.
Oh my God, you were divorced?
Yeah. Like, I was with my ex who I met while backpacking. And then,
Husband mo, anong nationality?
he's British, pero dahil kahit British siya, hindi naman ako pwede maging British citizen unless you live there for 10
So kasama mo siyang travel before?
No, asawa ko lang siya, pero ako nagta-travel mag-isa. Like, siya nagmamatay ng mga pusa namin.
Okay.
So, like, because of the ambition too, you know, like, I was always away, like, 2 months, 3 months of traveling. Of course, it could cost you. So, a lot of people ask me, like, yaman mo kasi, you don't have, marami kang pera. Kasi wala po akong asawa at wala akong anak. Like, so, like, the expenses are just all going to my travels. And then...
But then you also had a husband before, so he experienced what
He experienced, yeah. We traveled together, like, for, like, 70 countries together. And then, but he's...
70?
Yeah, but his ambition is not to visit every country. Like, he just wants to enjoy and have fun. And I am so grateful for that chapter. Then, after we separated, I continued traveling to 100 countries. And that was harder kasi there are places na it's not easy for a woman to get in.
Exactly.
But buti na lang, I was, you know, like, I prepared. Like, I got experience.
Yeah, how did you prepare? Maraming mga masasamang loob.
Sumasamang loob.
Like they can, there will be a lot of bad people out there, especially kung single, no? Single.
Pero no, practicality naman po. Like, to be honest, like, I don't usually go to a country where I don't know anyone. So, like usually...
okay, yan tip number 1.
Or like, you can go, pero like, you need to make arrangements with the hotel. Like, you need to have someone who, like, if you don't know anyone, literally, like, you don't have friends, you don't have travel agent, I book a hotel, and I'll ask the hotel, I'll book a proper hotel, like, maybe even 3-star or 4-star hotel. I'll book my tours. I book my pick up from the hotel to the sa airport. And from there, tutropahin ko na lahat ng receptionist, di ba? And then I'll ask them like, do you wanna eat dinner? Libre ko na kayo. Para may tropa na ako. And then they show me around. So usually kapag wala akong kakilala, ang nagiging friends ko, yung receptionist, yung tour guide na pinagbukan ko ng tour, o yung driver na magpipick up sa akin sa airport. Like, sila yung mga photographer ko, kaya sabi nila, how come you have so many photos? Kasi yung tip nila, sabi ko sa kanila, if you get me good photos, you get $5 for every photo I upload. Like, parang may deal, like, with my photographers.
Ang galing. Yes. Oo, talagang maparaan, ano?
Kailangan po.
So, na-compute mo ba how much did you spend for all of these travels?
Thankfully, ang dami kong trips na sponsored. Like, I work with the tourism board. So, for example, I travel...
Tourism board natin?
Hindi po. Tourism board ng mga bansa nila. I've met with the ministers, the prime minister. I've met presidents.
So, you've also expanded your network.
Yes.
Sa government side.
Of course. Because I want to bring Filipinos there and I want to bring their tourists to my country. You know, that was the long-term goal. Like,
Talaga? Gusto mo mong ganon? Okay din
Yeah, I did 3 ways when I travel. Like, of course, traveling, I love it. Like, it is nothing, even now I finished the goal, I'll travel more. But like, I have 3 reasons. Like, first, I get the stamp, and then like, I get, you know, to have fun. Next, I really made genuine friends, like good friends that, you know, whatever happens, I have a place to go. If I decided to run away from here, I have a home. Next, I really network. I network with the opportunity that one day I'm going to be doing business between your country and my country, you know. And I've connected quite a few people, you know, like, oh, I want to do business there, Kach knows someone. So usually, dahil alam ko nga mahirap lalo na yung mga bansa na mahirap kumuha ng visa, pagdating ko sa bansa na yun, I'll have one day, I'll go to the foreign affairs. I'll introduce myself, hi, I'm a blogger, or I'll find the media. So if you will see, like, actually, I'm more featured in different TV stations abroad than in the Philippines. Like, lagi. Tapos alam niyo kung bakit nila ako fini-feature? you will be surprised that even in those small countries, there are Filipinos. There are Filipinos. It's impossible not to have Filipinos.
So, totoo.
Filipinos
totoo
are
yan.
everywhere. There's always diaspora everywhere. And usually, they'd feature me to brag that we are welcoming this blogger to be, you know, for the Filipinos. Like, look at the Filipina, you know, like, I'm like their guest or something.
You are the Filipino tourist icon now.
For that,
For
the
them,
brand.
oo. So, you are DFA, DTI, DMW in one.
Yeah, but I don't do politics or government. It's
Yeah,
better
I know,
private.
yeah.
So, but they know me like, oh my God, who's this crazy one going to Eritrea? You know, like, who is this crazy one trying to get to Djibouti? And they're all curious, di ba? So, and then I interview these people. Like, ano ba, paano ka ba nakapasok dito? Saan ka you know, that kind of story.
Ikaw pala, nung pandemic, were you traveling also?
I didn't travel that
yeah,
much. And it was perfect. Pandemic was actually it was bad for business because I was in travel industry. No one's traveling. I don't make any money from it. But it was a good rest, and I don't have a fear of missing out that all of my friends are traveling. Too competitive.
Sorry, I've been there.
yeah, but like it was good to, like, you know, actually the pandemic really enhanced me to learn my digital skills, which helped me later on, you know, because I'm a digital nomad. So it helped me later on na, wow, there are more things that I can do.
And that wraps up the first of 2 sessions in our first Freshly Brewed episode for 2025. Well, still struggling to catch your breath with Kach Umandap's exhilarating story? Well, hear more of that next week.